Now you're a contributor to the HBCU Experience College Hill. What can
Yes.
people expect to gain from your contribution?
So my contribution, it's mainly about not letting your circumstances define who you're going to be, not letting the now define what your future is. So I was faced with lots of obstacles. I grew up, my father was a Navy SEAL.
Mhm.
And when he left the SEALs, like his line of work was going out to war zones. So my father was never there. My mother was, she has mental disorders. Um, in that sense, she tried every way to prevent me from going to school. A lot of parents who have that attachment issue with their kids, and they're like, "I want you to be here, whether you're going to flourish or not." Had to figure things out really early. I feel like every step of my process, like I've won a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like disaster. Like there's like I get past this one road bump and now there's a crater I have to cross. So for me, it's important to let kids know that there are different methods about becoming successful. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to become an influencer. Those aren't the only ways. You can also go to a trade school. You can get certificates. Like you see my wall of degrees over here, it's not just degrees, it's degrees and certificates, because I learned that if you couple a certificate with your degree, you have more to offer than everybody else who just went and got a degree. Was it a little harder? Did it cost a little bit more money? Yes, it did. Did I cry a lot? Yeah, I did. But at the end of the day, it makes me more valuable. You know, so I want people to know that no matter what you're faced with, like just continue to look outside of the box for opportunities. You know, when I got out of, I wasn't able to graduate from Virginia State. Yeah, I couldn't afford it. I didn't have a place to live. When we left College Hill, I was still homeless, you know. So I went back home. I went to Tidewater Community College. I was presented after I got my associate's degree with an opportunity to go overseas to work in Afghanistan. So it wasn't much. I was making like 45,000 a year to go in, to work in a war zone where people were making easily 2, 3, 400 grand to live and work there. But I didn't think about that. I was like, I just need to get out now. I need to do something risks. I wasn't afraid to get out and try something new. That endless desire and reaching of, I'm not going to let these things that are clouding, you know, just because I can't see the end of the tunnel doesn't mean that it's not there. So that's basically what I want people to get out of it. Like you can be wild and crazy and have all kinds of fun. But at the end of the day, like, what are you doing to advance yourself? And I want people to know that, yeah, I had tons of fun throughout my life. I had more fun than most people can say. I have partied in more countries than most people can say. But at the end of the day, like, I worked hard where I was going. And it was because I was able to think outside of the box. I was able to look for opportunities that most people would be like, I don't know about that. And I'm like, well, the opportunity's there, so I'm going to go test it out. So I guess that's the most important part for me.